For 5 years, the same car haunted Maya's dreams. A vintage, deep blue sedan, always parked just so, a silent witness in the background of chaos. It started as a flicker of recognition, a nagging sense of déjà vu as she analyzed traffic camera footage for the city. An overturned truck on the interstate. A multi-car pile-up downtown. A hit-and-run in the suburbs. Unrelated incidents, separated by miles and years, yet linked by this one impossible constant. The blue sedan. Always there. Always pristine. Always perfectly parked a block or two away, as if watching a movie. Maya's wall started small. A single photo tacked above her desk. Then two. Then a dozen. Soon, an entire wall of her small apartment was a mosaic of tragedy. A sprawling map of misfortune connected by red yarn, all converging on that single, stoic vehicle. Over 24 crime scenes. 27, to be exact. Her colleagues thought she was losing it. "It's a coincidence, Maya," her boss would say, his voice laced with pity. "There are thousands of cars that look like that." But Maya knew. She saw the details they missed. The slight custom modification on the rear bumper. The almost imperceptible gleam of the chrome, even in grainy, low-light footage. This wasn't a coincidence. It was a signature. Her obsession grew, consuming her nights and weekends. She stopped sleeping, fueled by caffeine and a burning need for answers. Friends' calls went to voicemail. Her world shrank until it was just her, the glowing screen, and the wall of photos. The car was never directly involved. It never broke a single traffic law. It was just present, a ghost in the machine. That's when the theory hit her, a jolt of ice water in her veins. This wasn't a witness. This was a professional, a cleaner, someone who didn't cause the accidents, but orchestrated them, staged them. Someone who moved through the city like a phantom, creating chaos for profit, for reasons she couldn't yet fathom. Insurance fraud? Assassination? It was too clean, too perfect. She presented her theory, her voice shaking with conviction. They laughed her out of the room. "Take a vacation, Maya," they told her. "You're seeing patterns that aren't there." They put her on administrative leave. But they didn't understand. Leaving her job didn't stop the obsession, it freed it. With all the time in the world, she dove deeper. She mapped the car's appearances, creating a probability heat map of its patrol zone. A 10-block radius on the industrial west side. It was a long shot, a desperate gamble, but it was all she had. She had to draw the ghost out of the shadows. She had to become the bait. The plan was simple, reckless, and terrifying. She'd stage her own accident. A minor one. A fender bender. She drove her own modest hatchback to a quiet intersection within the zone, one she knew had a blind spot from the official city cameras. But Maya had her own. A tiny, high-definition spy camera, magnetically attached to a lamppost across the street, feeding a live signal directly to a tablet on her passenger seat. She took a deep breath, scraped her own front bumper against a concrete barrier, then reversed, making it look like a classic hit-and-run. She got out, feigning distress, pacing by her damaged car, her heart hammering against her ribs. She called it in to dispatch, playing the part of a frantic victim. Then she waited. An hour passed, then two. Doubt began to creep in. Was she crazy after all? Was her wall of photos just the product of a paranoid, sleep-deprived mind? The street was empty, silent. Her hope dwindled with the fading afternoon light. She was about to give up, to pack it in and accept her defeat, her madness. But then she saw it. Headlights turning the corner at the far end of the street. A familiar, deep blue silhouette gliding silently toward her. It was him, her breath caught in her throat. The blue sedan pulled up, parking perfectly, just as it did in the photos. It stopped about 30 feet away. The engine cut, and the world fell silent again. For a moment that stretched into an eternity, nothing happened. Then, the driver's side door opened. A man stepped out. He was average in every way, medium height, nondescript clothes, a face you'd immediately forget. He walked calmly toward her car, his hands in his pockets. He didn't look at her. He looked at her bumper, his head tilted in assessment, like a mechanic sizing up a job. He circled the vehicle once, his movements methodical and unhurried. Maya's hand trembled as she watched the tablet. The camera was getting a perfect shot. He finished his inspection, then stopped. He turned his head slowly, his gaze lifting from her car and locking directly onto the hidden camera across the street. A small, polite smile touched his lips. It wasn't a menacing smile. but it was the most terrifying thing Maya had ever seen. He knew. He knew she was watching. He mouthed 2 words, clear as day, directly into the lens. Your turn. What happens next? Find out in the next episode. If you're hooked on this story, make sure you hit that like button, share it with a friend who loves a good mystery, and subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. Thanks for watching.